down. Neither squad likes to use too much of the shot clock. They'll be looking to get out in transition every time they get a chance.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. John Conchar is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Morant with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Takes a 3. Conchar can't hit. Deflects the pass. The dive for the ball. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
Now Russell, outside Edwards. Driving in.
This is Adams' calling card, making his presence felt defensively.
And he can't jam it through.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Now here's Russell. To the wing on the left. Shoots. Off the left rim and out. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And there's the lob. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Conchar pulls it in. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Three-pointer, Brooks. Rebound, Minnesota.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah, and setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And for the teams that were looking to draft Jaren Jackson Jr., what they saw was a true modern-day center who could defend 1 through 5.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Outside Edwards. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big-time play.
Here's Conchar. Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
The height and the reach. That makes Jackson practically unstoppable.
Outside Russell. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
For a big man to be that fluid and that coordinated as a runner, it's a huge advantage. Jaren Jackson getting it done in transition.
Now here's Anderson. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Russell against Morant. Pass to Conchar. Hits the trifecta.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Outside Edwards. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Gobert. Anderson for 3. On target from range. Anderson's got 5.
So much of Anderson's future value is tied to the improvement he makes with the three-point shot.
Jackson outside. Morant, the pass to Jackson. It's stolen away. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in.
What a a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
From deep, Morant. Offensive rebound. Jackson to the left side wing. The open shot, Adams. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Conchar. Back to Morant. All alone. And another miss by Memphis.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Jaren has size and the ability to finish with either hand. He can take defenders head on.
It's been all about Jaren Jackson for the Grizzlies. 8 point. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and they're focused.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Russell in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
In just 1 college year, Jaren Jackson averaged 3 blocks a game. He has that potential at this level.
Here's Russell. Double team on Russell. McDaniels from long range. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Memphis leading. Here's Conchar. McDaniels with the rebound. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's Morant. Adams. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Outside Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Here's Conchar. Knocks down the triple. Conchar's got 6.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Outside Edwards. Fires high post. Russell finds Edwards. Now here's McDaniels. They get it back. Can't get the putback. The Grizzlies have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. There's Jackson with the 3. Anderson pulls it down.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Edwards. And the shot goes in. Edwards got 7 points for the quarter.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Adams, defended by Gobert. Back to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
And he's going for the lob. And Gobert with the stuff.
Just throw it up to Gobert, and he'll take care of the rest using that enormous wingspan.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Outside Russell. Here's Gobert. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. For Memphis, they've got 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Jackson down low. Anderson's there. Here's Morant. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Morant's got 9.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Russell. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
No, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Jackson. From outside, off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Anderson. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Outside Edwards. Lets it fly. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And he lobs it up top. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one.
The previous play is under review.
Time just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
Tough call to make in real time. I mean, good thing they can go and slow it down and look at it again, because
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it, and the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Grizzlies leading by a point. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
he's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Ja Morant is out there with John Conchar. And it's Brooks in at small forward. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
From deep, Morant. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And that one is stuffed right through.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Here's Morant. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Outside Edwards. Kicks it out to Anderson. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. Anderson's got 8 points.
There was a hole in the defense, and the offense did a brilliant job to get an easy bucket out of it.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Brooks against McDaniels. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Outside Edwards. Outside Anderson. Back to Edwards. Clock at 6. Take it away. Brooks against Anderson. Outside for Morant. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Nice stroke by Morant. You love to see him drain the three a little bit more.
Outside Edwards. Inside. Here's Gobert. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. Gobert's got 6 points.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside Morant. Pass to Conchar. Lets the three fly. Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. A minute 15 left in the third quarter. Right side Anderson. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Anderson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the difficulty defending Anderson from mid-range. He has a number of go-to moves from that distance.
Here's Jackson. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game.
He is so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam! And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Brooks against McDaniels. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Conchar drives in, and he banks in the layup. Give him 8 points now.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Outside Russell, up and over Brooks. Here's McDaniels. Oh, stolen by Morant. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Adams finds Brooks. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open vein.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Jaden McDaniels out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
And a moment moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
Russell to pass to McDaniels. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Just an unacceptable turnover. You have to know where you are on the court.
You know he's kicking himself, and he might hear it from the coach at the next timeout.
Jackson with a screen on Russell. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Anderson against Jackson. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
And here's Morant outside. That one is off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game. Now here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. Can he keep it going? Brooks with the rebound.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And it's Morant missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. And that one hits the back iron.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
The free throw drops for Morant. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. Up top Anderson. Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Picked it out of midair. Three-pointer Brooks. Pure from three-point range. And it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
Just another way Dillon Brooks can beat you. His pull-up game is outstanding.
Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. And the layup is good off the glass. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Russell against Morant. From the arc. Edwards pulls it in.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
Here's Gobert. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
They get it again. Outside Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Anderson. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Conchar. There's the 3. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Morant against Russell. Three-pointer, Brooks. Good, and the setup by Morant. Brooks has got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, Brooks prefers to shoot his threes head on, but he has the stroke to make the short corner shot.
Russell finds Gobert. 2 points. That one goes.
Instead serving up big. Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
Outside Morant. Jacks up a three. Rebound Minnesota.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, my goodness.
Looks like he's been working on that one. Finally got a chance to break it out.
Yeah, he knows how to make those jams memorable, doesn't he? We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Russell against Morant. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And it's Adams missing. Edwards with it. Here's McDaniels. There's the triple. No luck on that one. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it.
That's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center. Now here's Adams. Brooks, that's a two-pointer. Booker pulls it in. Ball against Morant. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Morant passes to Bain. Three-pointer. He can't hit that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
And again, Memphis no good. Quick start for the Suns in this one. To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. Bain with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Morant kicks to Brooks. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Johnson wide open. He fires. And he misses his first shot.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. You won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Bain, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Ayton. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Here's Brooks. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, the balance Brooks has is impressive. Able to work through the defense and still capitalize.
Ball outside for 3. Booker from 18 feet away. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Memphis. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Bain inside the three-point line. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Ball passes to Booker. It's deflected. Paul with the steal. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. The pass to Bain. Clock at 6. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. .109 left here in the first quarter. Booker left side. From past the arc. And the Suns get it back. In the corner, it's Bridges. Here's Paul. Passes to Ayton. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. It's Morant with the drop. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Devin Booker. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
Now here's Paul. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes it to Johnson. Will it go? And it's Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Right side Bane. Back to Morant. Takes the three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And once he becomes a little steadier from deep, watch out. Morant will be almost unstoppable offensively.
Ayton finds Booker. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, and it's no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Ayton, the pass to Johnson. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
He gets it in there. Morant's got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Paul kicks to Booker. Down low. It's stolen by Adams. Morant with a wide open look. Off target with his 3. Suns trail by 3. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Here's Morant, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Bane against Booker. Adams. Just 5 on the clock. Bane passes to Jackson. Fires from the wing. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Paul. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Outside, Bane. Back to Morant. Offensive rebound. And Adams kicks to Bane. Brooks misses. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Outside, Bane. Back to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Out to the wing. Now here's Morant for 3. And that one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Brooks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Well, more than capable as a defender, Bridges with a great job using his length.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Bridges against Jackson. Pass to Bain. Beyond the arc. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Morant. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
Here's Brooks. Following the basket by Chris Paul. Jackson against Johnson. Here's Brooks. And the pass to Adams. To end the cold streak. Fires from 18. Brooks misses. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Back to Johnson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
27 seconds left here in the second. Booker is screen on Morant. Lobbed up there for Booker. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Morant against Paul. To the inside. Here's Booker over Bain. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. The Suns shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Memphis trailing here. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Charge is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Cameron Payne. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Lee in at the 2.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Here's Conchar. Pass to Aldama. The 3. Saric grabs the board. Well, Phoenix shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Craig can't get it to go.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Tillman passes to Aldama. It's stolen by Saric. Crowder inside. Here's Craig. There's the pass to Payne. Back to Saric. Over in the corner. Lee from deep. And no good that time.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Aldama passes to Tillman. Jones for 3. Here's Aldama. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Conchar. And again, Memphis no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Lee inside. The kick out to Crowder. Pass to Payne. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Grizzlies have gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Pass to Tillman. And Jones has it in the corner. Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Payne with the bounce pass to the paint. Charge inside. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Buries it from three-point range. Crowder's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns. Here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. On the wing, Lee. The turnaround. Misses off the left iron. And so Green will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Conchar, the pass to Green. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now here's Payne, defended by Jones. Gray kicks to Payne. To the middle. Here's Sharch. Banked in off the glass. And the Suns lead by 5.
Saric, one of those guys with size and a combination of a deft touch. And in close, he's effective. Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
Just 5 to shoot. Green, no luck.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Lee gets the bucket.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to Concho. Here's Tillman, covered by Sharch. Jones, no luck. Suns have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Payne finds Lee. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Jones. And just miss after miss right now. Lets the 3 fly. No good from Lee. That will count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Phoenix going into the break with a 10-point. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy is in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
That one misses. Suns leading by 11. Paul outside. Booker in the corner. A 3 ball. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Stolen by Jackson. Baseline J on the way. Adams' shot is off. Paul looking over the floor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Well, the defense respects Aiden's ability to score, especially from that area on the floor. He becomes dangerous.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Aiden walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Jackson from long range. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Booker, right side. The three. And the three ball is good. Booker's got 8 here in the quarter.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Bain. No good off the back of the rim, and it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 9-1 run. The shot's good from Paul.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
From deep three-point range, Jackson misses. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. On the wing, Booker. There's the feed to Ayton. Launches it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. For Memphis, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Outside, Bain. And he banks in the layup.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Paul with the three. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. Puts up a three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Jackson finds Adams. It's Morant in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Suns.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the loads, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Chris Paul.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
Payne for three. Here's Brooks. He kicks it to Adams. Outside Jackson. Passes to Bain. From outside, off the mark. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Morant drives in. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Morant against Paul. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. David, thank you.
Who say does that?
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Phoenix Suns playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3.
Karl Anthony Towns, too big, too strong, too high off his feet. Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting, really sound basketball. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Count it.
Well, you think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Edwards got 5.
Wow, the long reach of Cat. When he grabs for the ball, it's over.
Ball passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
And you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Pass to Towns. The ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Russell against Paul. Towns with the ball. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Bridges.
Mikal Bridges doesn't take a possession off. You love his willingness to harass the offensive player. So disciplined, so tough.
Here's Booker. And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And it's Russell, that time on the assist from Edwards. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
Here's Lee, following the score by Minnesota. Booker, the pass to Paul. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, BA, when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Ayton passes to Paul, and stolen by Gobert. Russell against Paul from 12 feet. Prince can't hit. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Prince grabs the miss. Minnesota in the lead. Now Russell. Pass to Towns. 1 minute left in the opening quarter. Stolen by Booker. Stolen. Towns with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. And it's good. 2 points.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
Here's Lee. To win the drought. Pass to Ayton. Soft touch off the glass. Ayton's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, DeAndre Ayton should own the paint. Nice touch there.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. The three is up. That shot off. And Phoenix the other way now. And here's Paul. The three. Prince grabs the miss. Paul against Edwards. 4 seconds left. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a nice 9-point cushion at.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Edwards with it, now guarded by Ayton. Again, the miss by Edwards.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Paul into the lane. Well, Doris, Commissioner Silver has acknowledged that the style of play in today's game may have an added impact on players' bodies. How so, you think?
I think, Brian, it's not only style of play, it's the nature of an NBA schedule. You're talking 82 games over the course of several months strung together. It's going to challenge anybody physically and mentally. The wonderful part of today's science is we can have a greater understanding of that and when to rest and when to play.
Paul with another miss.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Pass to Towns. The 3. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive and finishing strong.
Here's Paul. Puts up a 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively. That's a specialty. Flying to the basket with no fear and conversion.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Russell against Paul. Russell attacking. Oh, rejected by Ayton. Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Booker can't get it to go. And the Timberwolves with possession. Big run right now for him. 11-2. To the inside. And Edwards with the basket on the assist from Towns. Edwards has got 11.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Pass to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
You know, that's using speed and quickness to combat size. By the time the defense reacts, it's far too late.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert has shot well over 60% for his career. If he's that close, he will put it in the basket.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Johnson finds Booker. Back to Johnson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Payne against Russell. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Payne. Off target at the rim.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And so it's Minnesota.
Your Suns, 12. The Timberwolves, 33.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got Jay Crowder. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Dario Saric, and it's Landale in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Crowder outside. Rebound Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Shot on the wing. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game. What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in, and looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Payne with it, now guarded by McDaniels. Crowder outside. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Down low. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Rudy Gobert is known as the Stifle Tower, and why not? He has always been such a strong anchor for his team on the defensive end of the floor.
And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Edwards against Booker. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Paul with a steal. And Booker puts up a deep three. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Russell from outside. Counted from distance. Russell's got 12 points.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And they'll keep possession. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Here's Russell. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside for Booker, takes a three, and the three-pointer goes. He's got 5.
In this situation, Devin Booker on the catch will never hesitate.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Russell. 12 points for him. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
Devin Booker sees a window of opportunity to get to the dribble drive game and takes advantage.
Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Russell, the pass to Towns. Paul against Russell. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, Taurean Prince.
For Phoenix, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Paul drives in. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Paul's got 6 points.
It's been a blowout thus far, but they're trying to get back into the game.
Minnesota's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Now here's Russell. Pass to Prince. To the middle. Tipped. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 6 points in the quarter.
Edwards well covered on the interior, scores through the contest.
Here's Booker, guarded by Edwards. Pulls it. Booker can't get it to go.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Outside Russell. Edwards against Johnson. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And 3 quarters of play in the books.
And please give a big round of applause for your son.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Minnesota, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Towns against Johnson. Goes up on the wing. Fires from the corner. They get it back. Back to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Johnson.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Paul. It's blocked by Gobert.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively. So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. The three from Ayton, yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his fourth assist in this one. The Timberwolves have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Russell against Paul, and the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Here's Edwards. Outside Russell, 6 on the shot clock. Tries to hit him, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. For 3, Bridges. He buries it from 3. Bridges has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Minnesota has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back.
And the Suns making a change here. Payne's checked in. Payne against Russell. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Ooh, Ayton with the block. It's Bridges on the wing. Here's Johnson. Back to Bridges. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Towns against Bridges. Here's Gobert. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Booker. Count that one.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Payne against Russell. Pass to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Russell. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Russell's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Pass to Towns. Right side, Edwards. For 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Edwards.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
And here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Fires from deep. Second shot opportunity. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Edwards against Booker. Outside Payne. Pass to Booker. From deep. Off on that one. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to...
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. And on the floor tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Anderson. And it's Russell in at the 1. Here's Morant, driving inside, and finished off by Morant.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Here's Russell, and here's Anderson for 3. Gobert, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Russell against Morant. Offline with his 3. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Timberwolves passing it around. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Morant.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Second shot opportunity. Jackson misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Down low, stolen by Jackson. Got a piece of it. To the inside. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. That shot wide open. Morant's got 5 points so far.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Oh, here's Edwards. Conchar pulls it in.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Morant with a wide open look. Out to Brooks. Pass to Conchar. 3-pointer. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Passes it to Adams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Outside Edwards. Puts it up from 12. Gobert controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Grant. Here's Adams. That one drops for him.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Now here's Morant. He's got 8. Jackson passes to Concha. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Inside. Edwards, that's good. 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. One second left. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Minnesota.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
So on the floor for Minnesota, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Kyle Anderson is out there with Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward. And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by Memphis. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Now here's Morant. After the miss from Kyle Anderson.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Russell against Morant. Russell kicks to Anderson. Edwards drives in and finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Russell against Morant. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Memphis moving it around. Conchar, the pass to Jackson. He kicks to Adams. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Conchar. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. He lobs it up. Edwards can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Morant for 3. The rebound by Anderson. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Edwards kicks to Russell. Off on the layup. Grizzlies shooting around 40% from the floor here. Morant drives in, and that one drops for him. 17 points for John Morant.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Now, here is Russell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Out to Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Morant with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Russell dishes to Edwards. Out to Russell. There's the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. There's 1:17 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Morant. Takes it off the glass. Morant's got 11 points in the quarter.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Outside Edwards. Now the pass to McDaniels. Now here's Edwards. Guarded closely. Memphis leading. Brooks the pass to Conchar. It's stolen by Gobert. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Stolen by Brooks. Right side Jackson. Now here's Morant for three. The rebound by Anderson.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Russell finds Anderson. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Brooks with it. Working on McDaniels. Outside Jackson. Back to Adams. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys.
The Timberwolves, 22.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Then it's Morant. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Conchar in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And there's a whistle. That goes on John Conchar. That is his first foul of the game. Timberwolves trail. And here's Russell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot from the wing. Hey, Richard, for a while, teams went smaller. They became quicker. Now we're seeing some teams go big, playing 2, sometimes 3 7-footers in the lineup. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's always a pendulum swing. Once it goes too small, then all of a sudden the pendulum swings back. And now everyone is looking for size. But you have to have size that can also stretch the floor because teams need guys that can rebound. That's what they're looking for.
Now here's Edwards. Following the miss by Dylan Brooks. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Gobert, no good on that free throw. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. And that one's good. Morant.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Now, here is Russell. Edwards inside. And here's Anderson for 3. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. McDaniels passes to Russell. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Now, here is Russell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Edwards. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Out of bounds.
Minnesota ball.
Clock at 4. Goes back up. Russell. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Memphis leading by 3. Brooks, the pass to Concho. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Anderson outside. Crosses over. Mr. Gobert. Out to Edwards. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter. 50% from the field. Pass to Concho. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. Kicks it to Jackson. Over to the left wing. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Grizzlies shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here. And that one misses.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He hits the 2nd from the line. For Minnesota, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Edwards inside. Anderson dishes to Edwards. To stop the drought. Got a hand on it. Down low. Kick out to Adams. Back to Morant. From outside the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Edwards. Brooks grabs the board.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's Russell following the basket by John Morant. Outside Edwards. Passes it to Gobert. And Adams sends it back. Brooks feeling it out a bit.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. First free throw is good.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with. For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Now, here is Russell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Out to Edwards. Looking to get back. Finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Grizzlies.
Morant against Russell. Right side Jackson. The pass to Adams. Sinks that one from the post. Adams has got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
And so, in a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Anderson. And it's Russell in at the point. And it's Morant missing. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 10-point game and finished off by Anderson.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Conchar, the pass to Adams. Morant against Russell. Here's Brooks. Out to Morant. Fires the three. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The drive by Russell. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive.
Now here's Brooks. Pass to Conchar. Over Edwards. Memphis moving that ball around. Adams' shot is good.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Russell passes to Edwards. Nice move. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Now here's Morant for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Morant kicks to Brooks. Stolen by Anderson. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Morant with some nice D. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Drive by Adams. Gobert with the block. Driving to the basket. Stolen by Brooks. Morant passes to Conchar. Jackson kicks to Morant. From deep. That one's not going to go. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Russell. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, the leadership skills on display there. Getting it done when it matters most. D'Angelo Russell.
Morant reaches to Brooks. Russell against Morant. Here's Conchar. Oh, yes, the turnaround. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Russell looking it over. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Morant.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And Gobert drops them both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Now here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. It's stolen by Adams. Gobert with the block. Here's McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for Memphis. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Morant outside. It's Brooks on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Adams. No good on that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. It's tipped. Anderson finds McDaniel.
time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's the first that narrows the lead down to just 3. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They've led by as much as 10. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
From the free throw line, John Morant is good, but I think he wants to be great.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
Pass to Russell to tie it up. Bullseye! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And there's the punchline. Russell delivers it on point in style.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. It's tied at 43. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Jackson with the screen. Grant. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Massive points from Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shots.
And the free throw, no good. Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.
And welcome to 2K Sport. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display from both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. Now here's Bain. Morant, the pass to Jackson. From downtown. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker attacking. And Booker with the jam.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
Pass to Brooks. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Dillon Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
Ayton. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
So impressed with that bucket by Ayton. Fantastic body control from the big man.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Now here's Brooks. From the elbow. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. As for Dillon Brooks, he's the glue that holds these guys together, Smitty.
No doubt, B.A., he's their emotional leader on this team. He can take over games at times offensively. He is really the heartbeat of this club.
Pass to Booker. From behind the arc. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Bain, the pass to Jackson. And he makes it on the layup.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Morant against Paul. Pass to Ayton. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Adams. Not a lot of room. Morant finds Bain. 11 feet out. Stolen by Ayton. Booker against Morant. Out to Bridges. 4-3. The rebound by Jackson.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Brooks, right side. Here's the three. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Paul into the lane. Paul draws the double. Pass to Booker. Lets it go from deep. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes.
Outside Bain.
2 minutes.
No good off the back of the rim.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Pass to Bridges. For 3, Booker buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Three-pointer, Brooks. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Johnson from outside the arc. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Grizzlies ball.
Memphis trailing here. Morant finds Brooks. Pass to Adams. The rebound by Bridges.
There's the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow. Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
On the wing, Bain. Tries a 10-footer after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
This is why Desmond is out there, to shoot and to shoot often.
Bridges left side. Beyond the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
From deep, Morant. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got 5 rebounds in the game. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. One second left. Can't hit that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Suns ahead, up by 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Aiden in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Morant. The 3-ball. Sinks it from distance. Morant's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Gotta honor Morant's 3-ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
And so it's Memphis with it. The Suns getting their last shot to go.
When you're that open, do you really need to go with the leader?
Paul for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Poke loose. Paul with a steal. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well. This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Paul passes to Johnson. Now here's Bridges. 3-pointer. Here's Aiden. Goes back up. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Booker. Fires for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game. And they say to win big, sometimes you have to sacrifice. Tell us exactly what that means, though, in basketball terms, Smitty.
What it means, B.A., as a player, you might have to accept a more defined role. Most players grew up as the best player on their team. When you're on a contending team, sometimes you have to just star in your role.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
A nice shot by Booker.
Shooting while in rhythm. This is Booker's game. He's out here to score.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Brooks outside. Takes the 3. And no good.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Here's Aiden. Outside Johnson. It's Booker on the wing. Launches it. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Phoenix ball.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. From deep, Morant nails it from beyond the arc. Morant's got 9 points.
Smooth shot from Ja Morant. Coach has to love that confident play.
Booker against Bain. Outside Johnson. Lets it go. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. Ja Morant's a reliable finisher.
Outside Booker. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of this one. From deep. Second chance shot. And it's Bridges laying it in. He's got 7.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Pass to Brooks. Throws it up high. Stolen by Ayton. Knocked away. And they're on the break. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Now Adams. Up top, Bain. And that one drops for him. Bain's got 4 points this quarter.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight.
The Grizzlies, 19.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got John Conchar. Danny Green is out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's Aldama in at the 5 spot. Crowder, that's good.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more 3-pointers than 2-pointers.
Clark outside. Here's the pick. And that one's good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Now here's Payne. Pass to Crowder. Over Green. Another one falls for Phoenix.
He's a solid jump shooter. In fact, Jay Crowder is just solid all the way around.
Outside Jones. Here's Conchar. And another basket for Memphis.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Payne. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Lee misses. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Clark finds Jones. Back to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Payne with the bucket.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Now here's Jones. Pass to Conchar. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Now here's Craig. Here's Payne to the inside. Here's Lee. Rebounded by Green. Here's Conchar. The three-pointer off the mark. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Lee misses. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Aldama. Back to Green. Outside Payne. He takes it in. Deflected! And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. The Suns making a switch here. Landale's checked in. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Suns lead by 8.
As a defender, you have to get more physical with him in the post.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
Pass to Conchar. Fires it. The wide open shot is on the money.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Here's Lee. Back to Crowder. They swipe it. It's a one-on-one situation. And down it goes. 2 points. And now it's just a 4-point Phoenix lead.
And that's a great pass. Danny Green showing us he can do more than D it up and 3 it up.
Lee on the wing. Back to Payne. Pass to Landale. Crowder with it. Craig on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lee. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there.
I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there.
Clark outside. 29 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Conchar. And another basket for Memphis. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Pass to Lee. Back to Payne. Craig, he's open. Gets some space and parries the jumper. Craig's got his first points of the game.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Pulls up. Misses the jumper. And we've reached the end of the third. Suns ahead, up 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Memphis trailing here. Here's Bane. An easy 2 on the layup.
Great footwork from Bane, finding his opening.
Bane's gone 4 for 6 from the floor here tonight. Moran against Paul. No good there. Morant with a defensive effort. Well, the Grizzlies shooting about 47%. A nice number. 3-pointer, Brooks. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Misses from close range.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Booker for 3. And the Suns miss again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Bane. That's tipped. And now the Suns fast break. Booker for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Paul for three.
With long arms and great footwork, Ja Morant is a constant threat to your shot.
Brooks from outside. Outside for Morant. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Now here's Morant to take the lead. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Outside Booker. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The kick out to Johnson. A shot to stop the drought. Buries it from 3. Johnson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Morant, the pass to Bane. Brooks outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Suns leading. It's Booker on the wing. Let's go with a 3. Adams grabs the miss.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Good, and the setup by Morant.
Emphatic bucket from Steven Adams. His team needed one, and he wouldn't be denied.
Outside Booker. Over Bane. Doesn't go for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. From deep three-point range. And they'll get another chance. Jackson for 3. Morant, the pass to Bane. To the wing on the left. From deep, Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns. Paul with it. He's picked up by Adams. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker is capable of, but cannot get a stop.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Oh, he nails it. And that one brings him within 1.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
8, a screen on Bane. For 3, Booker.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
And they aren't over the limit yet.
And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it.
Oh, my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how the error will ultimately play out.
And here's Paul. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
11 seconds left in the fourth. Now Booker. Ayton, a screen on Bane. He got it up in time. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top.
Memphis as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight. And it's the Suns to start out. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Paul, and the dunk by Booker.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Here is Edwards. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. And Gobert kicks to Towns. 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Edwards from downtown. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 3-point game.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Outside Edwards. Prince outside. Back to Edwards. And he converts the layup.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Booker against Edwards. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking them to school right there.
The Suns shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Ball passes to Booker. Takes a 3. Ayton kicks to Booker.
2 minutes remaining.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Bridges. Now the dish to Ayton. That shot no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now Booker, after Taurean Prince's 3-pointer that didn't go. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Now, here is Russell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Edwards. To the inside. To the middle. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Booker against Edwards. Paul with the screen for Booker. And the Suns miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Paul with the bucket.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
30 seconds left to play in the first. Russell against Paul. The rejection by Paul.
Chris Paul, such an outstanding defensive player, and his teammates appreciate that he gets steals, but he also can occasionally get a block shot, too.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Paul dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Fame.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And when Gobert goes up, he gets up. Hair time to spare as he slams the putback home.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, obviously I'd like to have both skill and athleticism, but skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
Here's Paul, and the layup falls.
Tell you what, it's really remarkable to see it. Just about 6 feet tall, and that might be generous. Chris Paul is a dominant player in the painted area, and he does it with skill and craftiness.
Here's Towns. He feeds it to Gobert. Good, and his assist goes to Towns. Gobert's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Russell passes to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And taken away by Johnson. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And Booker kicks to Ayton. Edwards against Booker. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here's Prince. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Ayton.
Boy, nice job that time by Prince to stay focused and not lose control of the shot despite drawing the foul.
Booker looking around. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Bridges has got 6 here in this quarter.
no hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Paul passes to Bridges. He dishes it to Booker. Tries it from the top of the key. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Over in the corner, Edwards. Johnson against Towns. Over Johnson. Edwards kicks to Russell. A reverse. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Paul passes to Johnson. Doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
17 foul.
Phoenix on defense. They trail by 3. Towns against Johnson. Towns kicks to Edwards. Crew on the 14-footer. Edwards got 8 points.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. No one covered. 9 points in the game so far. 23 seconds left to play here in the half. Edwards with it. He's got 8. Here he goes. Oh, the power on that fruit.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Here's Paul. 2 seconds left. Great D that time from Edwards. Got it! A cold-blooded buzzer beater.
Clutch. Butt in the clutch. Woo-hoo.
And so we wrap up the first half. Minnesota on top, up by 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. We've got Payne. Dario Saric is out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Lee in at the shooting guard position.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
The pass to Lee. It's Crowder on the wing, guarded by Prince. Saric trying to break free. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Daniels is checked in for Taurean Prince. Suns trail by 11. Payne looking around. Here's Lee. He feeds it to Saric. It's stolen by Gobert. There's the lob to Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's McDaniels. They get it back. Out to Edwards. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Sun shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Lee with the ball. He's picked up by Russell.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Gobert down low. Craig is on him. Gobert can't hit. Suns trail by 11. Here's Payne. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Passes to Towns. The tray. Edwards against Lee. Out to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the shot goes in. Edwards got 12.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Pass to Craig. And here's Crowder. Pass to Saric. Payne with the bounce pass. 5 on the clock. Shot from the top of the key. And he overshot that one, missing. Minnesota leading by 10. Russell dishes to Gobert. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Dario Saric.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Here's Lee. Feeds it to Saric. It's stolen by Gobert. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Here's Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Payne passes to Craig. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's McDaniels. Hits it from three-point range. McDaniels got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage. And he looks far from done.
And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. He's really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Foul. Out of frustration. Russell, as he often does, dictating the tempo.
And so he makes both from the line. 1:10 left here in the 3rd quarter. Paul looking around from the arc. Here's Bridges. Kicks to Ayton. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Ayton's got his 2nd basket.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
Russell dishes to Towns. Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line. And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Typically, there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Timberwolves leading by 14. Outside Edwards. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
It's his first trip to the line.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
From deep, Johnson. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a two guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it's really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Russell against Paul. Russell looking around. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Oh, the lob to Gobert. An emphatic LU jam.
You know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Paul passes to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Booker.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Russell against Paul. Russell high post. Outside, Towns. 6 to shoot. To the paint. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Suns trail by 13. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker, doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Now the pass to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Paul for 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Russell dishes to Edwards. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And this is exactly what you want Edwards to do, using his athleticism to score on tough defense inside.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And stolen by Booker. That cuts the lead to single digits. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Now Russell. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Towns down low. He's guarded by Johnson. Towns, no luck.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Count that bucket.
Paul, so good with the ball. Carves his way inside with such ease and precision. That's what's so marvelous about it.
Here's Russell. And they recover it. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. Inside. And Edwards with the stop.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Paul with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Paul.
Mr. Clutch coming through. Chris Paul in a situation where there are must-have points. He cashes in.
Here's Edwards, and there's the drive. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for Jeff.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Okay, David, thanks. Booker's shot is good.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
So it's Minnesota now. 17 points was their biggest margin.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
There's Russell with the three. Booker pulls it in. Ball outside. And a miss there on the triple. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.